the Myanmar Air Force, pronounced Thai Myan registered trademark ALll, known until 1989 as the Burmese Air Force, is the aerial branch of Myanmar's armed forces, the Tatmadaw. The primary mission of the Myanmar Air Force since its inception has been to provide transport, logistical, and close air support to the Myanmar Army and counterinsurgency operations. It is mainly used in internal conflicts in Myanmar, and, on a smaller scale, in relief missions, especially after the deadly Cyclone Nargis of May 2008. History Post-independence era The Myanmar Air Force was formed as the Burmese Air Force on January 16, 1947, while Burma was still under British rule. By 1948, the fleet of the new Air Force included 40 airspeed Oxfords, 16 de Havilland Tiger Moths, 4 Osters, and 3 Supermarine Spitfires transferred from the Royal Air Force, and had a few hundred personnel. The Mingaladon Air Base headquarters, the main air base in the country, was formed on June 16, 1950. No. 1 Squadron, Equipment Holding Unit and Air High Command, Burma Air Force, and the Flying Training School, were placed under the jurisdiction of the base. A few months later, on December 18, 1950, No. 2 Squadron was formed with 9 Douglas Dakotas as a transport squadron. In 1953, the Advanced Flying Unit was formed under the Mingaladon Air Base with de Havilland Vampire T-55S, and by the end of 1953 the Burmese Air Force had 3 main air bases, at Mingaladon, Maubi, and Meiktala, in central Burma. In 1953, the Burmese Air Force bought 30 Supermarine Spitfires from Israel and 20 Supermarine Seafires from the United Kingdom, and in 1954 it bought 40 Hunting Provost T-53s and 8 de Havilland Vampire Mark T-55s from the United Kingdom. In late 1955, the Burmese Air Force formed a maintenance airbase in Mingaladon, No. 501 Squadron Group and No. 502 Squadron Group. In 1956, the Burmese Air Force bought 10 Cessna 180 aircraft from the United States. The same year, 6 Kawasaki Bell 47GS formed its first helicopter unit. The following year, the Burmese Air Force procured 21 Hawker Sea Fury aircraft from the United Kingdom and 9 de Havilland Canada DHC-3 Otters from Canada. In 1958, it procured 7 additional Kawasaki Bell 47GS and 12 Vertol H-21 Shawnees from the United States. 5 years later, No. 503 Squadron Group was formed with No. 51 Squadron and No. 53 Squadron in Meiktala. On February 15, 1961, an unmarked Republic of China Air Force Consolidated PB-4Y privateer came into Burmese airspace carrying supplies for Chinese Kuomintang forces fighting in northern Burma, and was intercepted by 3 Hawker Sea Fury fighters of the Burmese Air Force. The intruding bomber and 1 Burmese fighter crashed in Thailand during the incident. In 1962, a new radar station in Mingaladon and a mobile radar station in Lam were put into operation. By December 1964, the Burmese Air Force had 323 officers and 5,677 other ranks, and it acquired Lockheed T-33 Shooting Star jet trainers and a new radar station, which could operate within a 120-mile radius, was opened in Namsang. In 1966, the radar arm of the Air Force underwent a complete overhaul and upgrade, with new radar stations being operated. The Namsang radar station was upgraded to cover about a 200-mile radius and renamed No. 71 Squadron. In the same year, the Burmese Air Force formed the No. 1 Airborne Battalion with 26 officers and 750 other ranks. On January 1, 1967, the Burmese Air Force reorganized its command structure. No. 501 Squadron Group in Maubi became No. 501 Air Base Headquarters. No. 502 Squadron Group in Mingaladon became No. 502 Air Base Headquarters. And No. 503 Squadron Group in Meiktala became No. 502 Air Base Headquarters in Meiktala. It also maintained airfield detachments in Lashio and Kengtung to cope with the insurgency of Burmese Community Party in the northeast border region of the country. In 1975, The Burmese Air Force took delivery of 18 Bell 205A and 7 Bell 206B helicopters from the United States under the International Narcotic Control Program. In March 1975, it bought 20 SIAI Marchetti SF-260 trainers from Italy. Between 1976 and 1987, the Burmese Air Force bought 7 Pilatus PC-6 turboporter STOL aircraft and 16 Pilatus PC-7 and 10 Pilatus PC-9 turboprop trainers from Switzerland. These aircraft were deployed in Lashio for close air support in counterinsurgency operations. Modernization program. In the early 1990s, the Burmese Air Force upgraded its facilities and introduced 2 new air base headquarters, and existing air base headquarters were renamed. It also significantly upgraded its radar and electronic warfare facilities. The Burmese Air Force bought more than 100 aircraft from the People's Republic of China, which included F-7IIK interceptors, FT-7 trainers, A-5C ground attack aircraft, FT-6M trainers, K-8 trainers and Y-8 transport aircraft. In 1989, the Burmese Air Force was renamed the Myanmar Air Force in accordance with the country changing its name from Burma to Myanmar. In December 1990, the Myanmar Air Force took the first delivery from China of 10 F-7IIK interceptors and 2 FT-7 trainers, followed by another batch of 12 F-7IIK interceptors in May 1993. Further deliveries of F-7IIK interceptors were made in 1995, 1998 and 1999. By 2000, the Myanmar Air Force has received 62 F-7IIK interceptors from China. Israel was contracted to refurbish and upgrade all operational F-7s and FT-7s. These were to get the Ultra ALll 2032 air-to-air radar, Rafael Python Mk3 and even Lightning laser designator pods. The same equipment was then installed on the 2-seater FT-7 fighter trainers as well. In a related deal, Israel delivered to Myanmar at least 1 consignment of laser-guided bombs, but no deliveries of any other weapons are known. Since the ALll contract was won in 1997, the Air Force has acquired at least 1 more squadron of F-7 and FT-7 aircraft from China, but these were not upgraded. Between 1992 and 2000, the Myanmar Air Force took delivery of 36 A-5C ground attack aircraft from China. In addition, the Myanmar Air Force also bought 20 Sukhoi G-4 Super Gale-bombed jet trainers from Yugoslavia in 1991. The Myanmar Air Force procured a range of helicopters from Russia and Poland between 1991 and 1997. It bought 20 PZL Swatnik Mil-Me-2 and 13 PZL W-3 Sokol helicopters from Poland and 13 Mil-Me-17 from Russia. These helicopters were put into counterinsurgency operations against ethnic rebels in the Irrawaddy River Delta. 4 Mil-Me-2, 4 PZL W-3 Sokol, and 2 Bell 205 helicopters were grouped as an air detachment stationed in Bogolay for Operation Monidang in October 1991. During this operation, Mil-Me-2 helicopters were fitted with a wide range of weapons to provide ground attack and air cover for heliborne air assault operations. 4 Mil-Me-2s of the air detachment made a total of 80 sorties over 17 targets with nearly 82 flying hours. 4 PZL W-3 Sokol helicopters, unarmed and used for troop transport carrying 20 airborne commandos, each flew 443 missions with 197 flying hours. Bell 205 helicopters carried out search and rescue, and they flew 263 missions with over 114 flying hours. In 2001, the Myanmar Air Force bought 12 MiG-29 fighter aircraft from Belarus. This was followed by an additional order of 20 MiG-29 as part of a $570 million defense package in December 2009. The Myanmar Air Force also ordered 10 Mi-35 gunship helicopters as part of a $71 million defense package signed in December 2009. Despite these modernization measures, the capability of the Myanmar Air Force remained questionable, due to its absence during the Battle of Border Post 9631 with Thailand and the rescue missions related to Cyclone Nargis in May 2008. Islamabad's Capital Television reported on 18 March template, What year? That Pakistan's Ministry of Defence had said that a contract had been signed for Pakistan to sell the JF-17 Thunder multi-role fighter, also known as the FC-1 Kshraul, which was jointly developed by Shield Aircraft Industry Group and Pakistan Aeronautical Complex, to Napi. Commanders-in-Chief and Chiefs of Air Staff since 1948, Commander-in-Chief and Chief of Air Staff in chronological order, Wing Commander Sashi Show BAF 1020, Major Tommy Clift, Lieutenant Colonel Führer Selwyn James Kin, Brigadier General Führer Tommy Clift, Brigadier General Thorn Dan, Major General Führer Saw Fire BAF 1047, Major General Kogai, Lieutenant General Tin Tun BAF 1127, Lieutenant General Thin Win BAF 1193, Lieutenant General Tin NGWE BAF 1312, Lieutenant General Kai Orthan BAF 1334, Major General Myint Sui, General Myat Hain BAF -1597 DSA 11, General Kin All Myint. Organizations, Personnel, 23,000 all ranks. Air Force Headquarters, Ministry of Defense, Aircraft Production and Repair Base Headquarters, Air Force, Ground Training Base, Air Force, Fly Training Base. Air Bases, Pathin Air Base Headquarters, Maobi Air Base Headquarters, Mingaladon Air Base Headquarters, Magway Air Base Headquarters, Myatkuna Air Base Headquarters, Mayak Air Base Headquarters, Namsang Air Base Headquarters, Taungoo Air Base Headquarters, No. 47 Helicopter Squadron, Mike Thiela Air Base Headquarters, for training and operation. Another airbase at Mike Thiela is Helicopter Training Base. Homeland Air Base Headquarters, Myanmar Air Force also utilized civilian airfields as frontline airfields in case of foreign invasion. Air Defense Bureau of Air Defense The Air Defense Command was formed during the late 1990s but was not fully operational until late 1999. It was renamed Bureau of Air Defense in the early 2000s. In early 2000, Tatmadaw established Myanmar Integrated Air Defense System with help from Russia, Ukraine and China. It is a tri-service bureau with units from all three branches of Myanmar Armed Forces. All air defense assets except anti-aircraft artillery within Tatmadaw arsenal are integrated into MIADS-AAA guns are mostly unguided and deployed to use in barrage-style firing against attacking aircraft. MIADS is directly answerable to Bureau of Air Defense under Ministry of Defense. In 2010, Myanmar Air Defense Command has completed installation of optical fiber communication network throughout the country. Those network are to be used for air defense operations between Central Command headquarters from capital and several air bases, early warning radar stations and mobile anti-aircraft missile and artillery units. After completion of fiber optic project and radar stations, MIADS becomes the most advanced AD system in the region. Sector Operations Commands Under MIADS, the country was divided into 6 air defense sectors, each controlled by a Sector Operations Center and reporting directly to the National Air Defense Operations Center in Yangon. Each SOC transmitted data back to Intercept Operations Centers, which in turn controlled SAM batteries and fighter interceptor squadrons at various air bases. Each IOC was optimized to direct either SAMs or fighter interceptor aircraft against incoming enemy aircraft or missile. Each IOC was connected to observer and early warning area reporting posts via military-owned underground fiber optic cable network. There were about 100 radar stations located at approximately 40 sites throughout the country. New air defense radars such as 1L-117 radars, Galaxy Early Warning Radar and P-Series radars are installed in all radar stations. Each Sector Operations Center is commanded by a Major General and it consists of 1 Air Defense Division from Myanmar Army and 1 Fighter Interceptor Wing from Myanmar Air Force. Sometimes air defense frigates from Myanmar Navy also operates under the direct command of respective SOC. Each Air Defense Division is commanded by a Brigadier General and consists of 3 Air Defense Tactical Operations Command and Support Units. 1 Medium-Range Surface-to-Air Missile Tactical Operations Command, with 3 battalions equipped with BiChem-1 or Cub missile system is deployed in an area defense belt role. 1 Short-Range Air Defense Tactical Operations Command, with 3 battalions equipped with TOR-M1 missile system is deployed in a point defense role for critical areas such as radar stations, fighter bases and SOC headquarters. 1 Electronic Reconnaissance Tactical Operations Command with 6 to 8 radar and communication companies for early warnings and interdiction detection. Each fighter interceptor wing commanded by a brigadier general and is composed of 3 fighter squadrons of either MiG-29 and F-7M Air Guard interceptors and their ground base support units. Aircraft Current inventory Markings. Myanmar national insignia is usually applied on 6 positions. The serialing system of Myanmar Air Force aircraft is suggested to serve as both a Euro unit and individual aircraft identity. This could not be confirmed so far, however. Most of the older aeroplanes carried the serials with the prefix A Euro OEUBA Euro and the numbers in Burmese. Sometimes the serials were outlined in white. Combat aircraft generally carry serials in black. See also: Myanmar Army, Myanmar Navy, Military Intelligence of Myanmar, Myanmar Police Force, Myanmar Frontier Forces. References: Hoyle, Craig. World Air Forces Directory. Flight International, Volume 182, Number 5370. 11 Euro December 17, 2012 pages 40 Euro 64. ISSN 0015-3710. World Aircraft Information Files. Bright Star Publishing, London. File 333 Sheet 05.